Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. Today I am going to show you how we can create a sign up page in MIT App Inventor using Firebase. So let us start a new project. I will give project name as sign up underscore page. Okay, I'll just write here sign up. So I've started a new project and I will change title as sign up and I will give background color to custom and something in bluish shade. Done. Now I will drag one layout first. I will drag one vertical arrangement with this full parent and height is also full parent. And background color you take it as none. Now go to user interface and drag one label first. Take width as full parent, font size 20, font is bold, and text you take it as please type your password and username. Okay, and just text alignment do it as center. Now drag one more label to create space and height is 5%. Remove the text and take height as 5%. Now drag take height as at least 7%. Then drag one more label here and take this text as username. Or what we will do is we will directly take a text box, delete this, and just drag one text box, drag one label, drag one password text box, drag one more label, drag one button, one label, and one more button. Now go to vertical arrangement, align horizontally center, vertically center. Now remove the text from this label. Remove the text from this label and here as well. Here take height as 10% and width is 90%. Similarly, in the password text box, the only difference between password text box and text box is that in a password text box, you cannot see characters. Like in text box, you can view what you have written, but in password text box, you can't see that. So you have to code for it separately if you want to add the function of viewing it. Now take password text box height also 10% and take its width as 90%. Now change this hint as password. Hint is very important because we have not added a label here, and here also you give it as username. And this will be sign up and font is bold and font size take it as 20. Width is 150 pixels. And here in the second button you take this as login and font is bold, font size is 20 and width is 150 pixels. Okay, now add one more screen 2, and here we will only change the background color so that we come to know that our app is working. Okay, so I will take this color as orange. Now I will go to the block section. First, most importantly, go to screen 1 and in go to experimental and drag one Firebase database. Okay, now go to a new tab and type there Firebase. Only type Firebase, and here you can see the first option. Just click on that option, and first you sign in. Like I will use one account, and now first you need to sign in with your account, and after signing in you will get an option of go to console. Just click there, and here you can see I've already added one here. I'll just simply show you how to do it. First you type here your project name. Okay, like this is my project name. I will click on continue, and then again click on continue. Then you select an account that is default account for Firebase, and then click on create project. Once you create the project, okay, uh, once you create your project, something like this will appear. Go to database. Here go to database option, and in rules, here most importantly take real-time database. Don't take cloud firestore, take real-time database. Go to rules, and here make here actually it will be like false, and this would be false. Actually when you open it is like this, but change this false to true. Okay, don't change anything except this. Okay, only change this true. Fine, and then you will get an option of publish. Wait. Okay, here you can see publish option. Just click on that button, and then you will get a notification that your uh, rules were published. Then go to data again, and just copy this link which you will get. I copied the link, and now I will I will go to MIT App Inventor, go to Firebase DB, and there just paste this link. Okay, instead of default, take this link. So basically, I'll just tell you why we made this both true. That is because when we will use our app, the data, that is the username and the password, which are the two details, the data will be stored here. Okay, I'll just show you one example. I had one data stored here. Okay, you can see Chennai and 1234. So this is my username, that is the tag, and this is my password, which is the value. Okay, so in this way we can store our data. So why we did this too? Because when we come to Firebase on this link, I want that I should be able to view this, my username and my password, and I can also change this like 3421, something like that. You can also change it if you want. Okay, so that's why we took it as read, and read is true, write is also true. You can also add values if you want by typing here. Now let us code for the app. So whenever someone clicks on the sign up button when we took as sign up, you can see. So whenever someone clicks on the sign up button, that is button 1, we have to call Firebase, and we have to tell Firebase to store the data. We have to store data there, that value you can say. And in tag, so as I showed you, this is the tag, and this is the value, tag and the value. So tag we will take as textbox1.text. And what is textbox1.text? The username. What? The username that the user will enter. Okay. And here I'll just take password textbox1.text. Okay, so value. So this was my password and this was my username. So I took this here. Now whenever login button is clicked, whenever button to login is clicked, then we have to call Firebase and tell Firebase to give us the value which we had stored prior. So I will choose this block get value. So tag was textbox1.text and the value if tag is not there. So this means that if uh, Firebase does not find any tag related to textbox1.text, so it will just take it as blank. So there is no value stored. Means if um, if it does not find this, you can say if Firebase doesn't see any tag here, okay, textbox1.text tag it does not find, then in that case it will take value as nothing, none value it will take. And whenever Firebase DB got the value, when we gave the value to Firebase, so we have to check the condition now. If and equals to block, because we have to check the condition that tag if the tag is equals to password textbox1, okay, we have to check because we had first taken it as textbox1.text was the tag. So we have to check that still when the person is trying to click on login, is it the same value or not? Because someone can enter wrong username or password. So we have to check that condition. And similarly, one more thing here. And if get value equals to password textbox1.text, we are just simply checking whether the values are still similar or not, or it has changed. If both of these conditions are true, then we have to open another screen. So take this as screen. So this is basically you can use whenever you feel that like you can make an app of secret diary. I will update that also soon. So there you can use this concept. Okay, this will help. It will make it more secured. So no one can enter your uh, like the diary. No one can enter that. And anytime you can, if someone tries to sign up and go to your diary, then you can check in Firebase that whether the value has changed or it is the same. Okay, if the value has changed, then you can check it out, or you can add some more extensions and do that. So here, go to if then block and just drag one else block here. Go to this settings one button and take one else block. And now we have to drag one notifier here. In case the username or password does not match, then we have to call notifier and we have to show an alert. Take an empty string and notice will be incorrect username or password. Okay, so this was a pretty simple app. It's very easy, you can use it anywhere. It's very helpful as well. Firebase DB is very helpful. You can store many various data in Firebase database. Okay, so here we are done. So thank you for watching this video. I hope you must have liked my video. Please like this video, share this video, and please subscribe to my channel. Thank you.